From Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight, we're going to introduce you to some new Americans after their naturalization ceremony today.
Plus, a nonprofit opened Nebraska's first pump track, which is said to be the fastest growing thing in bicycling across the world. We're going to take you there, but first,
you want to make sure that your registration's up to date, your name's up to date, everything like that is all up to date.
Are you ready to vote in the upcoming November election? Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Midterm elections are right around the corner, Tuesday, November 8th.
A reminder, today is the last day for mail-in and online voter registration. Channel 8's Matthew Mittleider has more.
Lancaster County Election Commissioner David Shively wants to remind voters today is the deadline to register by mail or online. Shively says voters can register online as long as you have a valid Nebraska driver's license or a state ID card. Shively says you'll have to register by midnight tonight if you want to be registered in time for the November 8th general election. Anyone registering for the first time, or people who have moved, changed their name, or want to change their political party affiliation must have a mail-in form postmarked no later than today.
It's against the law to use to vote at an address where you no longer reside. So you want to make sure that your registration's up to date, your name's up to date, everything like that is all up to date.
Today is also the deadline to register if you're applying for a driver's license, state ID card, or at any government agency. Forms to register are available at most post offices, banks, and libraries. You can also download a voter registration form from the Election Commissioner's website and mail it to the election office. That website can also be used to verify your registration and see information about polling locations and candidates.
Log on to our website and go to our voter view checklist, and it'll actually provide you a sample ballot for your precinct. So if you want to do research ahead of time, you can certainly do that.
Shively says if you do get a mail-in ballot, you can mail it from your own mailbox or take it to the post office, but it must be turned in by Election Day on November 8th.
If they're getting an absentee ballot, they can drop it in the mail, of course, drop it in. They have up until 8 o'clock on Election Day to get that back to us. We have to receive it by 8 o'clock, or they can drop it in our drop box here.
That drop box is located in front of the Election Commissioner's office at 601 North 46th Street. There is some construction going on in that parking lot, so use caution if you plan to come through and drop off your ballot. Shively says that work should be done by the election on the 8th. If you miss your chance to register either online or by mail today, you can go down to the election office sometime before next Friday, October 28th, to get registered in person instead. Reporting in Lincoln, Matthew Mittleider, Channel 8 News.
And to see more voting resources or get links to register online, be sure to check out the story on our website, KOKNTV.com. Well, today was a big day for 24 people who have just officially become American citizens.
A short ceremony took place at the federal building today, and Channel 8's Veronica Barreto was there and talked to some of the new Americans. Veronica?
U.S. District Judge John M. Gerard presided over the ceremony where 24 people became American citizens. They came to our state from countries like Sudan, Guatemala, Mexico, Iraq, Cuba, and Burma. Families of these new citizens were at the ceremony witnessing this important day. Blanca Heredia, who was from Mexico, was there with almost everyone she loves, her sons, her grandkids, and friends. She says she's been a legal resident of the United States for decades and finally decided to become a citizen. Heredia says she is proud of their country. Her husband and son served as veterans.
I've been here in the United States for 38 years. And it's amazing because for a lot of years I'm resident, feel like free. I feel like I feel a different person. I don't know why, but I'm so happy.
After the ceremony, Judge Gerard invited the new Americans to register to vote, a right gained after being naturalized. I also talked to more of today's naturalized citizens. They shared more on their stories, and we will have them at 6.
Looking forward to that, Veronica. Thank you for that heartwarming story tonight. And staying on this positive note, here's another good feel-good story for you. A pro BMX rider and his family put everything they had and then some in making sure kids have a role model and everyone feels like they belong.
Channel 8's Ariana Martinez takes us to Unadilla to show us how a bike and some encouragement have saved the lives of many.
We may be in the middle of nowhere, but at the Nowhere compound, this extreme park means the world to so many.
Carl has given me the world, and so has his wife. This place is remarkable. This is all I have. This is my home.
Bringing people together from all across the world.
The mom and son liked this place so much, so they drove all the way from Arizona just to visit us. And that says to me how special this place is.
The nonprofit Nowhere just opened Nebraska's first pump track, which Carl says is the fastest growing thing in bicycling across the world. But it's much more than just a place to roll. It's a chance to get back on the right track.
We had some ramps outside and everything, but I was working with a couple kids that suffered from meth addiction, and we would get them off the bad path and doing some things with us, and then winter would come and there's nothing to do in the winter, and idle hands are the devil's playground, you know, and it's so true. So my wife and I said, we need a place year round. I need to be able to be a part of these kids' lives if they need it all the time.
The journey of raising funds, building the entire park from the ground up, and finding support has been nothing short of a challenge.
In the beginning, we were told, you can't make a free park. Like, that's not going to work. It's not sustainable and everything. And everybody said, you can't afford to. And my answer is always, we can't afford not to when there's so many kids out there that need help.
With the help of so many raising funds and putting physical work in, riders have found a place to call their own.
We're trying to make a judge-free area with any kid with any background can feel welcome and feel like they have friends.
All wheels and people are welcome.
Carl and the group out here, no matter if you're 5 or 54, they help you progress and always here to help and teach.
The journey of fundraising isn't over just yet. Right now, there are no bathrooms other than the one inside of Carl's family home.
We are 2/3 to our goal. We need to raise another $10,000.
Nowhere makes you feel like family, whether you're a beginner like me or a pro. So come on out and try it yourself. Reporting in Unadilla, Ariana Martinez, Channel 8 News.
Hey, Ariana, you got some moves.
Not too bad.
Way to go, girl. Hey, it's Friday. It's a beautiful Friday, and a lot of folks headed to some football games tonight. Should be a nice evening too, Rusty.
Yeah, and Unadilla, home of the Groundhog, Nebraska's Groundhog.
Unadilla Bill.
Unadilla Bill and Billy, too. Hey, we've got football tonight, high school football game of the week, Wilbur Claytonia versus Malcolm. Not our morning meteorologist, the town of Malcolm. 70 degrees, kickoff at 7 p.m., southeast wind at 5 to 15 miles per hour. A few clouds here and there, just really a nice night. Temperatures this morning, though, were cold and mild. It just really depended on where you were at, like Norfolk at 35, but 45 in Lincoln and 54 in Nebraska City. So low temperatures were kind of all over the place. High temperatures today did get to around 80 degrees. Satellite radar very, very quiet with just a few clouds out there. That's about it as we look out the window of Schoen's Roofing Cam at South 6th Street and Perkins and Beatrice. It's a nice early evening out there. 79 the current temperature in Lincoln. We did get to 81 in Nebraska City and Hebron, both at 81 degrees at the top of the hour, but most of us in the middle and upper 70s. Outside tonight, we'll see those temperatures dropping into the lower 70s by 6 p.m., 66 degrees by 8 o'clock with mostly clear skies, and by 10 o'clock tonight, a cool and comfortable 60 degrees with a southeast wind of 5 to 15 miles per hour. Goodness, do we have a lot to talk about. We've got a decent day on Saturday, but really warm on Sunday with a lot of wind and then a severe weather threat. So we'll talk all about it coming up in a few minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Rusty. Well, as he just talked about, the weather is going to be pretty incredible this weekend.
And we have plenty of outdoor activities happening this weekend. This Sunday, runners will begin the Good Life Half-Sea Race at 8:30 and make the 13.1-mile trek across the city. This means some main roads here in Lincoln will be shut down for most of the morning, but they've kindly provided a map with alternate routes for drivers. The race ends in the Haymarket. Those looking to cheer on their loved ones will be heading to that area, so be extra careful while driving nearby. If you'd rather enjoy live music, tacos, art, and learn more about the culture of De los Muertos or Day of the Dead, head to Antelope Park's Old Pavilion. This Sunday from 11 to 4, there will be plenty of activities and performances for the whole entire family to enjoy, and it's free for anyone who wants to stop by. If you're thinking something a little more Halloween related, the Henry Dorley Zoo is offering their Ghouls and Glow event. They've installed 400 larger-than-life lanterns to view, plus activities like trick-or-treating, s'mores kits, and more. Bring the whole family tonight, tomorrow, or Sunday night, starting at 6:30 p.m. If you'd rather make it a day trip, tomorrow morning from 10 to 11:30, the zoo is hosting a creepy cookie decorating party. You can decorate your cookie and eat it, too. Plus, there's Halloween story time and a whole zoo to explore. Tickets are $20 for non-members. Or you can celebrate the fall harvest with the Ashland Greenwood FFA chapter just outside of Ashland. They will host their fall festival with games, food, a bake sale, and more. This Sunday from 4 to 7:30 p.m., head to 735 Ashland Road to support the club. All of the proceeds from this event will go to the FFA chapter. Or how about a birthday party for a Nebraska legend? The Elkhorn Valley Museum is throwing a party for what would have been Johnny Carson's 97th birthday. Carson is known around the world for his late-night talk show, but he never forgot his roots in Norfolk. So join the museum in celebrating one of Nebraska's most well-known celebrities with a night of comedy and cupcakes. It's all happening Saturday night from 5:30 to 8. And for more information on these events and more happening around the state, check out this article on our website, klkntv.com. Coming up, hospitals across the country are feeling the strain with more and more children being hospitalized with respiratory illnesses.
The latest on that story and your weekend forecast after the break.
The country's largest used RV
Now to the growing alarm over the surge in children being hospitalized for respiratory issues. Hospitals in at least 36 states and Washington, D.C. tell ABC News they're seeing a spike.
Pediatric bed use is at its highest in 2 years. ABC's Raina Roy has more.
Hospitals across the country are feeling this strain, with more and more children being hospitalized for respiratory illnesses, including 4-month-old Shiloh in Oklahoma.
I thought it was just like a normal cold at first.
But then Shiloh's breathing took a turn and she was hospitalized with RSV.
It was rapid breathing, and it was her chest sinking in as she took a breath in and her stomach going out.
A surge of pediatric patients also coming in with the flu and other common viruses. The Cleveland Clinic overwhelmed.
Not only are we seeing more viruses, we are seeing them sooner than we typically see them in cold and flu season.
71% of pediatric beds nationwide now filled to the highest level in 2 years. Authorities believe after masks and social distancing and young children mostly staying home during COVID, some are now being exposed to some viruses for the first time in a long time. Connecticut Children's now treating some patients in hallways as they consider whether a mobile field hospital outside will be needed in partnership with FEMA and the National Guard.
We will do whatever it takes to take care of the patients wherever we can have them.
Families are urged to bring their children to a doctor or ER if they see signs of respiratory distress.
If you see your child really struggling to breathe, their little muscles, you can see their chest going in and out, those kinds of things, wheezing, high fevers. Those are big warning signs.
Doctors are encouraging families to get up to date with vaccinations as colder weather moves in.
To keep kids healthy, doctors recommend the same tactics we've heard throughout the pandemic: washing hands frequently, keeping children home if they're sick, and masking up for large gatherings. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Now, your Storm Alert team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
Warm out there today, and it's really just the beginning, but temperatures are well above average. We should be in the middle 60s this time of year, to put this into perspective. And we're at 79 in Lincoln, 80 in Beatrice. I'll point out also the calm wind, because that is definitely going to change as we head towards Sunday. 78 in Columbus, 77s in Norfolk and York, Aurora at 76 degrees. Speaking of Aurora, it is anywhere from mostly sunny to maybe partly cloudy. We'll call that partly cloudy. Some high, thin clouds floating by on the Penner Bathing Solutions cam. It's a nice day, really. I mean, it's upper 70s and lower 80s. Not a lot of wind, a ton of sunshine. Hard to argue with that, especially on a Friday. I mean, this top 10 day, it's really nice out there. Wind speed is generally light. It's out of the, well, no, it's variable, because it's out of the south and southwest and north, and it's kind of all over the place. Zoom out and show you that there's a little more wind to the north and west, but this is really going to get ramped up as we head into Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. This is Sunday 4 p.m., 44 mile per hour wind gusts right out of the south, 40 in Hebron, 39 Grand Island, 36 in Broken Bow. Less wind the further north and west you go, because the cold front will be rolling through. That's it right there. So we'll talk more about that here in a second. Satellite radar, there's those thin clouds out there from Omaha, Grand Island south, and then a few more clouds to the north and west. So I'm going to show a couple of different views of Stormcast. First, the wide look. Now here's the cold front. Notice it's sweeping across the entire state in Nebraska. Nothing's happening yet. It needs something. It needs some warm, moist air to come at it and interact with this cold front, and that doesn't really happen until there. This is about 6:30, 7 o'clock Sunday night. Scattered showers and thunderstorms going to be possible, and then a few more. It's not widespread. It's very hit and miss. And then as we head into midnight, very early Monday morning, still a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, and on the other side of that, some snowfall trying to move into the Dakotas. So we'll zoom in a little bit and give you a little bit better idea of Sunday. Here's 4:30, not much happening yet, and then an isolated shower thunderstorm. The latest model trends has not a whole lot going on, but an isolated thunderstorm here and there, and any storm that gets going around that cold front, and with that huge wind that will be coming at us out of the south, any storm that gets going could get severe fairly quickly. But notice there's not a lot going on. I think the atmosphere will be capped, so the potential is small. But here's a marginal risk from Sioux City to about York, south towards Hebron east. We'll keep an eye on this. We'll have updates tomorrow, and then we'll have updates on Sunday, and we'll keep an eye on this as we head through the next couple of days. Forecast for tonight, middle and upper 40s, 47 mostly clear and mild in Lincoln, a southeast wind at 5 to 15. Highs tomorrow well above average by about 20 degrees. We will be between 80 and 85 degrees. We'll go with 83, could tack on a couple of degrees, but I'll say 83, mostly sunny and warm. Then it gets windy on Sunday, 88 degrees. The record high on Sunday is 84. So yeah, and also something else to look at. Notice early Sunday morning, that 58-degree temperature. Then look at the high on Monday. They're the same thing. So it is definitely going to be a lot colder as we get towards Monday, closer to normal, but still chilly, right around the upper 50s and lower 60s for much of next week, and a little unsettled too. Maybe we get some much needed precipitation around here finally. But first we got to get through the heat and the wind and the storm chance, and then just some scattered showers on and off next week.
Yeah, I was going to say it's nice to see a forecast that's a little more unsettled than what we have been seeing. I mean, everyone enjoys the beautiful weather, but Rusty, I know you like to keep things exciting, not just the rinse and repeat days, day after day.
He doesn't want to be bored.
Yeah, we got to get him some storms.
I need something to do back here, for goodness sakes.
Got to keep him busy. All right, thank you, Rusty. Great day on Wall Street to end the work week. The Dow gaining 749 points. NASDAQ is up 245. S&P adding 87 points. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
Tonight.
A city in Europe planned a man-made temporary blackout so its residents could enjoy a serene, starry night, and the whole thing was caught on camera.
Jeremy Roth has tonight's Take a Look at This.
Watch as an entire city tries to go dark to get a better view of the heavens. In a massive coordinated effort between local officials, businesses, and residents in the Dutch city of Leiden, thousands turned off non-essential household lights, billboards, and street lights to take in a rare, untainted view of the starry night sky. The Seeing Stars project was documented in a short film, and while the sky was a bit cloudy, stargazing participants were treated to unobstructed views of Saturn, the Big Dipper, and other otherworldly wonders of nature without the city's man-made glaring glow, if only for a few brief moments. Dutch folks in the dark aren't the only ones getting an unvarnished glimpse of the cosmos. NASA just released a jaw-dropping image of the iconic Pillars of Creation like it's never been seen before, courtesy of, you guessed it, the James Webb Space Telescope. The telescope's near-infrared camera captured the celestial formation and its surrounding brew of cosmic dust and stars in unprecedented levels of detail that puts to shame the previous look captured by the Hubble. But hey, don't worry about the Hubble, it's still doing its thing. In fact, it just snapped an amazing image of a rare twin-tailed asteroid. The image shared by the European Space Agency shows Didymos Dimorphos, the very same asteroid NASA recently slammed a spacecraft into. Experts believe the asteroid's second streaking tail may have been formed as a direct result of the redirecting mission's dust-churning deep impact. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
And finally tonight, it's spooky season, so a home in Texas is getting called freaky for more than one reason. The owner didn't know why all the tenants left within 6 months until she found out the house is haunted.
She says she found out for herself when a dark figure whispered, "Looking good," as she was showering. And her husband said, "Who are you talking to?" Well, the house was a brothel back in the mid-1800s. Now the only tenants they rent to are paranormal investigators.
Okay, yes, creepy, but the ghost could have said, I have a knife. Like,
looking good.
I feel like he could have said something a lot worse, so.
Still, anything coming from a ghost,
yeah.
Probably not great.
Probably.
Hey, this is an interesting weekend, a little bit of everything. I think the last gasp for summer, temperatures in the upper 80s, almost 90 on Sunday, then much cooler. Storm chance late Sunday into Monday.
All right, thanks, Rusty, and thank you all for joining us.
Looking good. All right, see you at 6.
With the Channel 8 News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
We only do one thing at Comfort Made Mattress Factory, handcraft the highest quality mattress possible. It's backed by a lifetime comfort guarantee. Come see us.